وإذا قرئ القرآن فاستمعوا له وأنصتوا لعلكم ترحمون.
وإذا قرئ القرآن فاستمعوا له وأنصتوا لعلكم ترحمون.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Quran Circle 2. I'm Arkham Rashid, your host. This episode, the theme that we've chosen for it is human rights, and we will recite a selection from Surah Al-Ma'idah. So let's start off as usual by welcoming and introducing our guest for today. On my right hand side I have Sheikh Ibrahim Zidan. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the show.
Wa alaikum assalam wa barakatuh. Thank you.
Sheikh, so what's your thoughts on this title that we chose, human rights?
It's beautiful because humanity needs it, and they need it in the right perspective, which is the Islamic way, inshallah.
Yeah, it's very true, inshallah, and I'm looking forward to this conversation about it, inshallah. Now I'm going to introduce our reciters for today to you. On my right hand side I have Qari Ahmad Rajab. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the show.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Next to him I have Qari Ayman Abdul Mun'im. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the show.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So you guys can go ahead and open your Mus'haf to Surah Al-Ma'idah, verse number 27, and starting us off with his splendid recitation is Qari Ahmad Rajab.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم واتل عليهم نبأ ابني آدم بالحق إذ قربا قربانا فتقبل من أحدهما ولم يتقبل من الآخر قال لأقتلنك قال إنما يتقبل الله من المتقين لئن بسطت إلي يدك لتقتلني ما أنا بباسط يدي إليك لأقتلك إني أخاف الله رب العالمين إني أريد أن تبوء بإثمي وإثمك فتكون من أصحاب النار وذلك جزاء الظالمين فطوعت له نفسه قتل أخيه فقتله فأصبح من الخاسرين فبعث الله غرابا يبحث في الأرض ليريه كيف يواري سوءة أخيه قال يا ويلتى أعجزت أن أكون مثل هذا الغراب فأواري سوءة أخي فأصبح من النادمين من أجل ذلك كتبنا على بني إسرائيل أنه من قتل نفسا بغير نفس أو فساد في الأرض فكأنما قتل الناس جميعا ومن أحياها فكأنما أحيا الناس جميعا ولقد جاءتهم رسلنا بالبينات ثم إن كثيرا منهم إن كثيرا منهم بعد ذلك في الأرض لمسرفون إنما جزاء الذين يحاربون الله ورسوله ويسعون في الأرض فسادا أن يقتلوا أو يصلبوا أو تقطع أيديهم وأرجلهم من خلاف أو ينفوا من الأرض ذلك لهم خزي في الدنيا ولهم في الآخرة عذاب عظيم إلا الذين تابوا من قبل أن تقدروا عليهم فاعلموا أن الله غفور رحيم يا اتقوا الله وابتغوا إليه الوسيلة وجاهدوا في سبيله لعلكم تفلحون إن الذين كفروا لو أن لهم ما في الأرض جميعا ومثله معه إن الذين كفروا لو أن لهم ما في الأرض جميعا ومثله معه ليفتدوا به من عذاب يوم القيامة ما تقبل منهم ولهم عذاب أليم يريدون أن يخرجوا من النار وما هم بخارجين منها ولهم عذاب مقيم والسارق والسارقة فاقطعوا أيديهما جزاء بما كسبا نكالا من الله والله عزيز حكيم فمن تاب من بعد ظلمه وأصلح فإن الله يتوب عليه إن الله غفور رحيم ألم تعلم أن الله له ملك السماوات والأرض يعذب من يشاء ويغفر لمن يشاء والله على كل شيء قدير يا أيها الرسول لا يحزنك الذين يسارعون في الكفر من الذين قالوا آمنا بأفواههم ولم تؤمن قلوبهم ومن الذين هادوا سماعون للكذب سماعون لقوم آخرين لم يأتوك يحرفون الكلم من بعد مواضعه يحرفون الكلم من بعد مواضعه يقولون إن أوتيتم هذا فخذوه وإن لم تؤتوه فاحذروا يقولون إن أوتيتم هذا فخذوه وإن لم تؤتوه فاحذروا ومن يرد الله فتنته فلن تملك له من الله شيئا أولئك الذين لم يرد الله أن يطهر قلوبهم لهم في الدنيا خزي ولهم في الآخرة عذاب عظيم سماعون للكذب أكالون للسحت فإن جاءوك فاحكم بينهم أو أعرض عنهم وإن تعرض عنهم فلن يضروك شيئا وإن حكمت فاحكم بينهم بالقسط إن الله يحب المقسطين وكيف يحكمونك وعندهم التوراة فيها حكم الله ثم يتولون من بعد ذلك وما أولئك بالمؤمنين.
Jazakumullah khair. Thank you very much, Qari Ahmed. Thank you for that wonderful recitation of yours. Sheikh, I want to start off by speaking about the first right that came to my mind is life, that every single person has a right to live. And the story that was mentioned here is the children of Adam. If you could just slightly touch upon this issue and how that's connected to the right of life.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala ashraf al-mursaleen nabiyina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shows us the way that He wants us to live our life by mentioning the first incident of killing on earth that happened from the children, the immediate children of Adam alayhi salam. And the details were mentioned in the ayat that one was something that they did for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but one was accepted and the other one was not accepted. The ayat does not mention the details. You would find the details in the books of tafsir, but that doesn't really matter for us at this incident. The point is, one envied the other, so as a result of that he killed him. And one refused to defend himself and to kill his brother, which you have someone that is evil and someone that is righteous. And the righteous one, it was said that he was even stronger than his brother. And he said to him clearly that if you try to kill me, I won't do the same to you. Why? Because inni akhafullah, because I sincerely fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the ayat says that he killed his brother. And he was the first one that showed humanity this evil act. And that's why the Prophet ﷺ said in the authentic hadith that there is no one that kills another on the face of earth unless the son of Adam, the first one, he has a share of this. He has a share of that sin, this continuous sin, till the day of judgment, which is a very severe thing. And that's why one of the basic life, or one of the basic rights for human beings is the right to live. And this is something that is protected in the deen of Islam. That's why the punishment is so severe. If someone would kill another intentionally, then the punishment is to lose the most valuable thing in one's life, which is life itself. So this is definitely a right that is observed and protected by the orders of Allah.
Okay, and also if you look in verse number 29, Sheikh, it says, Bi ithmi wa ithmika. If you can explain that to us.
The son of Adam, the one that was killed, he said to his brother that I want you to bear my sin and your sin as a result of him killing him, and then therefore you will be from the people of the hellfire. what it means is not what it literally, a person might misunderstand what it
that's
means.
why I asked about it.
Right. It means that I want you to bear my sin, meaning you're killing me, the sin of killing me. Right. This is what it means by bi'ithmi, the sin that you would incur as a result of killing me. And wa ithmik, and your sin refers to the sins of his own, whether it's before he killed his brother or after, since he's going to be living for some time. So not that some people think that when a person is killed, he gets all of the reward, or all of the sins from him is washed away to the killer. There's a hadith of the Prophet ﷺ that gives that meaning in the Day of Judgment, that the killer, the one that is killed, will come in the Day of Judgment bringing the one that killed him, the killer, and he would make him stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he would say, "Oh Allah, ask this person, why did he kill me?" This is every killing situation that happens on earth. And that person, the one that is killed, will be ordered to take from the good deeds of that killer. And the Prophet ﷺ said to the companions, radiallahu anhum, do you think that he's going to keep anything for him? So it's basically, when a person is killed, he would have his justice in the Day of Judgment from the one that killed him. He'll take all of his rewards. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would expiate his sins, and so on.
Okay, and the next thing I want to ask you, it's it's about verse number, actually from verse number 32 and 33, but we'll have one of the reciters recite verse number 33 for us. إنما جزاء الذين, if Qari Ayman can recite that for us, inshallah.
إنما جزاء الذين يحاربون الله ورسوله ويسعون في الأرض فسادا أن يقتلوا أو يصلبوا أو تقطع أيديهم وأرجلهم من خلاف أو ينفوا من الأرض ذلك لهم خزي في الدنيا ولهم في الآخرة عذاب عظيم إلا الذين تابوا من قبل أن تقدروا عليهم فاعلموا أن الله غفور رحيم.
Thank you very much, Qari Ayman. Sheikh, so basically the verse right before the verse that he recited, it speaks about the sacredness of life itself, saying that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, whoever kills or takes a life of a person, it's as if he's taken the life of all of humanity. And the exact opposite as well, whoever saves a life, it's as if he saves all of humanity. But then after that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks about some of the rulings. And aside from this ayah as well, we know that in Islam, under Islamic law, there are certain acts which gets you the death penalty. Don't you think that's a contradiction, that God is speaking about how life is supposed to be sacred, and at the same time He's saying, okay, if you kill somebody, you have to face the death penalty, or whatever the circumstance may be, that in some cases in Islamic law, you can face the death penalty. Do you find that to be a contradiction?
Of course, we can never find any contradictions, alhamdulillah, in the Book of Allah or in the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, because it's all from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it's just a matter of understanding the context of things. And the sacredness of life, this is something that is very clear in the Quran, and that's why it's one of the major destructive sins. Comes right after the purpose of life, which is if a person commits the worst sin, which is shirk, associating partners with Allah. So comes after that the sin of killing, and that's why it's something that is so severe in punishment. And the ayat talks about everlasting abode in hellfire, and the killer being deprived from tawbah. Maybe if he's really consistent about this matter of sin, he can be deprived from tawbah. So the matter is very severe. But then how to seize such a crime on the face of earth? Human beings, some of them, those who have this evilness in them, nothing would stop them unless they would lose the same sacred life that they have. So imagine the life is in such a way, we're just warning people. Don't kill. Kill is such an evil thing. If you kill, you will be in hellfire forever, and so on. Those who do not believe, those who are evil and wicked, they would say, well, that's great. Let me just do whatever I want. Let me kill whoever I want. And these nice people, they would not do anything to me. Right? Things will be chaos. And that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He mentioned in the Quran also, وَلَكُمْ فِي الْقِصَاصِ حَيَاتٌ يَا أُولِي الْأَلْبَابِ, this is in Surah Al-Baqarah, that you have in Al-Qisas, in the capital punishment, you have life in it, O people of reason. So the people of reason would see, and as the ayah says, in capital punishment there is life, although it's death, because the killer will be killed, of course with the right procedure. Yeah. But this is in itself is life. Why? Because it saves a lot of life. So the sacredness of life will continue to be there when the punishment is so clear that whoever kills and he deserves to be killed because of what he did, many people, they would not do that evil act because they know that they would then put themselves into harm's way. Because if not the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that would bring the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the hearts, then some people, that is sufficient for them, just the punishment on the face of earth.
Alright, Sheikh, we're going to go for a short break. Dear viewers, I hope you guys are enjoying this episode so far. Don't go away because we will be back very soon, so stay tuned.
وإذا قرئ القرآن فاستمعوا له وأنصتوا لعلكم إذا قرئ القرآن فاستمعوا له وأنصتوا لعلكم ترحمون.
Welcome back to Quran Circle 2. Now, before we went for that short break, our theme was human rights, and the Sheikh gave us a wonderful explanation about how the death penalty does not contradict human rights in Islam. So we're going to start off this segment by having one of our wonderful reciters recite a selection from Surah Al-Ma'idah. So go ahead and open your Mus'haf to verse number 44 and go ahead, Qari Ayman, inshallah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. أنزلنا التوراة فيها هدى ونور يحكم بها النبيون الذين أسلموا للذين هادوا والربانيون والأحبار بما استحفظوا من كتاب الله يحكم بها النبيون الذين أسلموا للذين هادوا والربانيون والأحبار بما استحفظوا من كتاب الله وكانوا عليه شهداء فلا تخشوا الناس واخشوني ولا تشتروا بآياتي ثمنا قليلا ومن لم يحكم بما أنزل الله فأولئك هم الكافرون وكتبنا عليهم فيها أن النفس بالنفس والعين بالعين والأنف بالأنف والأذن بالأذن والسن بالسن والجروح قصاص فمن تصدق به فهو كفارة له ومن لم يحكم بما أنزل الله فأولئك هم الظالمون وقفينا على آثارهم بعيسى ابن مريم مصدقا لما بين يديه من التوراة وآتيناه الإنجيل فيه هدى ونور ومصدقا لما بين يديه من التوراة وهدى وموعظة للمتقين وليحكم أهل الإنجيل بما أنزل الله فيه ومن لم يحكم بما أنزل الله فأولئك هم الفاسقون ومن لم يحكم بما أنزل الله فأولئك هم الفاسقون وأنزلنا إليك الكتاب بالحق مصدقا لما بين يديه من الكتاب ومهيمنا عليه فاحكم بينهم بما أنزل الله ولا تتبع أهواءهم عما جاءك من الحق لكل جعلنا منكم شرعة ومنهاجا ولو شاء الله لجعلكم أمة واحدة ولكن ليبلوكم فيما آتاكم فاستبقوا الخيرات إلى الله مرجعكم جميعا فينبئكم بما كنتم فيه تختلفون وأن احكم بينهم بما أنزل الله ولا تتبع أهواءهم وأن احكم بينهم بما أنزل الله ولا تتبع أهواءهم واحذرهم أن يفتنوك عن بعض ما أنزل الله إليك فإن تولوا فاعلم أنما يريد الله أن يصيبهم ببعض ذنوبهم وإن كثيرا من الناس لفاسقون أفحكم الجاهلية يبغون ومن أحسن من الله حكما لقوم يوقنون يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تتخذوا اليهود والنصارى أولياء بعضهم أولياء بعض ومن يتولهم منكم فإنه منهم إن الله لا يهدي القوم الظالمين فترى الذين في قلوبهم مرض يسارعون فيهم يقولون نخشى أن تصيبنا دائرة فعسى الله أن يأتي بالفتح أو أمر من عنده فعسى الله أن يأتي بالفتح أو أمر من عنده فيصبحوا على ما أسروا في أنفسهم نادمين ويقول الذين آمنوا أقسموا بالله جهد أيمانهم ويقول الذين آمنوا أهؤلاء الذين أقسموا بالله جهد أيمانهم إنهم لمعكم حبطت أعمالهم فأصبحوا خاسرين يا أيها الذين آمنوا من يرتد منكم عن دينه فسوف يأتي الله بقوم يحبهم ويحبونه أذلة على المؤمنين أعزة على الكافرين يجاهدون في سبيل الله ولا يخافون لومة لائم ذلك فضل الله يؤتيه من يشاء والله واسع عليم إنما وليكم الله ورسوله والذين آمنوا الذين يقيمون الصلاة ويؤتون الزكاة وهم راكعون ومن يتول الله ورسوله والذين آمنوا فإن حزب الله هم الغالبون يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تتخذوا الذين اتخذوا دينكم هزوا ولعبا من الذين أوتوا الكتاب من قبلكم والكفار أولياء واتقوا الله إن كنتم مؤمنين وإذا ناديتم إلى الصلاة اتخذوها هزوا ولعبا ذلك بأنهم قوم لا يعقلون.
Jazakum Allah khair. Thank you very much, Qari Ayman. Sheikh, in the beginning, what I want to speak about first, there's a couple of points in this I want to mention. We can start with verse number 51, inshallah, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here says that those, O you who believe, don't take the Christians and Jews as friends. Or if this is the right translation, I just wanted you to shed some light on this. Can we not have friends that are Jews and Christians?
Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah wa ba'd. Well, the purpose of life is to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone, and to call others to this. And people on the Day of Judgment, they will be in the hellfire or the Jannah paradise based on this. And when we see things in that perspective, our goal in life is to establish our tawheed and faith and worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone, and to have the concern and the goodness in our hearts towards others. How can they also save themselves from the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and to see the purpose of their life? And that's why the relationship has to be accordingly. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered us to be just and to be fair and not to cause any harm to others, which is basically the basics of this foundation, or the foundation of this relationship. But when it comes to be the intimate friends or the very close relationship, right, this is where it comes to something that might affect one's iman. Then what's the purpose of the relationship? Everything's supposed to be for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. But what is condemned here is if they would take them as supporters and helpers against their fellow Muslim brothers. This is what is forbidden, and this is clearly forbidden, otherwise, because it brings the harm to the believers and so on. And that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says you would find those who have disease in the hearts, they rush unto them. And they would say that we fear that something or harm would afflict us. Why? Because they seek their help. They see them that they have more maybe power, more wealth and so on, and they would help them against the believers in the context of a conflict or things of that nature. So
yeah, sure. If you want to continue,
Sure,
I just want to ask another question based off of your answer there. Now, say for example, excuse me. Say for example, I have jury duty, or I'm a judge, and on one side I have a Muslim, and on another side I have a Christian or a Jew or anybody else. And in this situation, am I not allowed to side with the Christian or Jew or whoever is correct in my view as a judge or as a jury, even if the other guy is Muslim, if he's wrong?
this is a beautiful example, because clearly in Islam, injustice is forbidden under any condition, under any level. If your own father or mother, if your own brother or sister, right, and they are the most righteous people on the face of earth, just imagine that. But they committed injustice against the most wicked on the face of earth, right? And now you are in the context of judgment. The judgment should be justice. Whoever wronged himself or did wrong, then he's wrong. Even if he is close to you, even if he is righteous, it doesn't matter. And whoever is innocent from wrongdoing, with regards to that incident that you are judged in or so, then this person is innocent, regardless of his faith or his background or so. And this is something that is mentioned in the Quran. And even more than this, as it's mentioned in Surah An-Nisa, some of the people, they might, in a dispute, the one that is wronged another, he's poor, he's weak. And if you feel that if you make the justice or the ruling against him, he would lose, his family might be in trouble, and the other one is rich and powerful. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminded us that don't make that feeling inside of you towards that person because he's weaker would make you fall into the injustice. No, rule with matters of justice, regardless who's weak and who's strong and who's faithful and who's not, believer, disbeliever, your brother and sister, your furthest away person. Justice has to be served in the most ultimate way without any conditions to it whatsoever.
So whenever we're judging, our emotions shouldn't be there. That okay, this person's a Muslim, let me sway the decision in his way.
And this is what we as Muslims nowadays, we're facing these injustices.
Yes.
Just for the fact that a person is a Muslim or he looks in a certain way, people already, they judge him based on how he looks, not by his actions and speech, which shows the injustices on the face of earth. In Islam, we don't have this. If someone that is, again, he's an enemy to you, a clear enemy, you're ordered to treat him with justice and not with anything but injustice.
Okay, thank you very much, Sheikh. Another question that I had was one of the verses, number 47. It's speaking about the people of a book, specifically the Injil, which is the Christians, that they should derive their rulings from whatever God has revealed to them, which is the Injil. Now, my question was that if living in a Muslim country, if there's Christians, are they allowed to have their own court system and their own laws and rule by their own book, we could say?
This is another thing to show how when people are being scared away of Sharia law and things like this. When you see in Islam, if there's a Muslim country ruling by the laws of Sharia, those living among the Muslims, those who are Christians, they're allowed to have their own system in which they would rule among themselves with whatever rules in their book without interfering, unless they want to seek justice from the Muslim system, then they have the right to do so. But they can deal with it within their own circle, and they're allowed to do that. Where is that in the world, for example, even for the Muslims? So this is part of the Islamic system if it's established. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He ordered them to see what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed to them and to judge based on this, referring to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that in their book the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was mentioned, for them to believe in the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and to also believe in all of the books from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this was at the time of Isa alayhi salam, when the books was revealed.
Okay, and one thing that you did just say is that under Islamic rule, they are allowed to have their own courts and judges. Is that ruling based off of this ayah as well?
It's based on this ayah, yes, but it's based on other evidences in the Quran and
well.
the Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that they were allowed. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam even allowed those who were living in Medina to do so.
And that's probably something very new for most of the viewers to hear about that.
Right.
Under an Islamic country, I mean, people are given the right to rule themselves by whatever God has revealed to them. Sheikh, I wanted to ask you one more question. Many of the verses actually spoke about ruling with whatever God has revealed. يَحْكُمْ بِمَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهِ. Now, what I want to understand is that we know that in Islam we have different madhabs and different, for example, schools of thoughts. And each one extracts from the Quran and Sunnah, from the Hadith. Each and every single madhab has a process and usul, and it's a whole body of law. What I want to understand is which one is ruling by the will of God or by whatever God has revealed.
When it comes to the matters that are consensus among all of the people of knowledge in the school of thoughts, this is, of course, this is obvious. This is something that has to be ordained and ruled by. But when it comes to the matters of where there's differences of opinions, then whatever country, whatever system there is, it's a very simple matter. The same way that people get together to write laws for the country, right? They get together and they would choose whatever, say for example, they have this madhab that they would follow, and they would make their laws and legislation based on the madhab that they follow. This is absolutely fine. Or if they would, get to another level, of course, this is the people of knowledge, not just the normal people, and they would choose based on what is more correct and so on, to their ability, to the best of their ability in these matters. And at the end, it will be written as law, and nobody's allowed to go against this law. So it's not going to be left like this for people to choose whatever. It's going to be at the end being part of the law that is legislated, and people would follow this ruling. That's why in Islam, if there's differences of opinion, the ruler or the leader, he can choose one, and people will abide by what he chooses or what the people agree to write as a law. So, because this is something that people always discuss, but people of the law writing people, they would write whatever they would see is appropriate, and that will be abiding for everyone.
So that all falls under what God has sent. Basically, if you have a country that follows a certain madhab and another country that follows a certain madhab and a third country that follows a certain madhab, all of these schools of thought would still be considered what God has revealed.
Of course, and this is again from the madhab of the people of Ahl Sunnah, like Imam Hanifa, Imam Malik, Imam Shafi'i, Imam Ahmad. These are the madhab of Ahl Sunnah, and that's why they all said clearly that their way is the way of the Prophet ﷺ. And if someone was right or someone that is wrong, everybody's rewarded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Okay. All right, Sheikh, that would be the end of my specific questions for you. What I want you to do now, if you can, is that give us just a general summary of the verses that we selected to recite today, and that would bring us to the end, inshallah.
Right. The concept of human rights in Islam is something that needs to be looked in away from what the hype and what people are talking about. The basic, the most important human right in this whole entire life is that they have the right to know about Islam. And this is why there is da'wah in the deen. Because at the end of the day, in the day of judgment, people will wish that somebody had told them about the deen of Islam. Many people on the face of earth today that are deprived from this right, that are being deceived by lies and phobias and things like this. And where is this right in which a person can be able to convey the truth? Well, also the matters of life is important in Islam. That's why the verses in the Quran is mentioned. And to protect this, there is rules in the deen of Islam. And the laws of the Sharia is established by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect the lives of the people, to give them life actually, and to protect one's wealth, and to protect one's honor and dignity, right? And so this is the goals of it. It's not just to make it difficult for people. If a person is a thief or a killer, why would he want to have ease, right? This person has to have it tight on him so that the environment and the society is protected from these evil individuals. And you add to this that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called them to repent. Right? So even if a person is an evildoer, he still have a chance to repent to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to be steadfast. That's why all of these rulings are mentioned, and the importance that this is whoever turns away from the rules of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is either a disbeliever or a fasiq or a zalim, because this is injustices. This is why injustice is on the face of earth, because of people not applying the orders and the laws from the creator of the heavens and the earth that knows best, know better than the human beings when they start to define what is right and what is wrong.
All right, that brings us to the end of the episode. Sheikh Ibrahim, I want to thank you very much. We always enjoy your wonderful tafsir of these verses. So once again, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I want to thank both of you guys coming out here and sharing your beautiful recitations with us, Qari Ahmed and Qari Ayman. It's been wonderful. Thank you very much. Dear viewers, I hope you guys are enjoying these episodes so far. Remember, try to join us and you will find your favorite Qari. I know you guys are waiting for last year's reciters to come up again. Yes, we have it planned out. Inshallah, we will bring them. And don't forget to check out our Facebook page. And until next time, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
قل إن اجتمعت الإنس والجن على أن يأتوا بمثل هذا القرآن لا يأتون بمثله ولو كان بعضهم لبعض ظهيرا وبالحق أنزلناه وبالحق نزل وما أرسلناك إلا مبشرا ونذيرا